BBI needed some revenue. Oklo had earnings too. No revenue for Oklo either. BBI is not speculative because they have contracts and they are doing things. They just need one or two more contracts. Same with Humacyte. That is what those two need. And I don't see any reason why they're not going to get it. They're intertwined with both. Now Humacyte with the Department of Defense and the military hospitals, and then BBI does stuff with the airports, Department of Homeland Security already, the Navy. BBI is going to get something eventually, but selling them, they are volatile. But you have Oklo. I don't know how low Oklo goes because then towards the very end, but their earnings, no revenue. But here's something, and you have this Lightbridge. Now, Lightbridge is sort of similar to ASBI, except ASBI is supposed to be making some revenue, whereas Lightbridge is not. But Lightbridge made this announcement with Oklo today. They also had earnings looking like shit, because they're basically just talking about the future. And they ended with this cash position. They have 97 million they're sitting on, but they don't have any revenue. Working capital, 97. I mean, so Lightbridge on these relatively unfavorable earnings, which were to be expected. Same with SMR, same with Oklo. But I don't know if Lightbridge goes lower. I'm going to wait because I have a little bit of Lightbridge. I want to build a nice stake in Lightbridge. I think these guys are promising. And they're at the loss and no revenue, but neither is Oklo. This is Oklo's earnings. Horrible. And they're at 70 something. So dude, even if something's not making revenue, Oklo's the connections. The Sam Altman connection. Because Sam Altman left the board of Oklo because it was going to be a conflict of interest if it powered an AI power plant or a data center. I wonder what data center that could be for Sam Altman. So if Lightbridge is connected to Oklo, I like it. I like it a lot. But I'm wondering if both Oklo and Lightbridge could see more drops. More drops for sure, but each are promising. And then you got ACHR. ACHR also had earnings. They were also not received well. Maybe... I'm a long-term investor, people. I'm a lazy investor. I give my money to companies when they're at their lowest, and then I just wait for it. I don't do all this selling and profit things because that's a hassle when you start to do taxes. I'm telling you right now. So I just look to the future. And ACHR, you got Joby. Joby's on the tear. They're slightly fucking closer, but ACHR, the military ship, but now Joby has L3 Harris. That is a military one for sure. But ACHR has Palantir and Anduril. So, and I still think ACHR is going to do something with the FAA stuff and Sean Duffy, because Sean Duffy and the ACHR CEO Goldstein, they're constantly doing things together, posting together on press tours together. And speaking of Adam, this is what he says about the earnings. So much progress this quarter, scaling Midnight's manufacturing for early commercial deployments. FAA new certification testing got started on our early international commercial deployment with our Launch Edition program in the United Arab Emirates. And then here in the U.S., they're doing ACHR sector-leading $1.7 billion of liquidity. You could say. ACHR, they're a player. That's the thing. Stocks go up and stocks go down. These fucks. But ACHR, confident. Hover. Confident and Hover. HOVR. I think those motherfuckers. Also, Hover is a penny stock. Reminds me of Plug Power. Plug Power had earnings. And then they plummeted. But then now people have received them better, I guess. I don't know. Fucking earnings. I don't even want to pay attention to earnings anymore. I really don't. And you have Plug Power, 173 million revenue, 21% year over year from 143 last year, surpassing consensus. I don't know why that plummeted them. Improved their margins to negative 31% from 92%. Tripled year over year to approximately 45 million, reflecting strong global demand. They're the hydrogen battery ones. So, Plug Power, and then GEVO, they must have just beat shorts with flying. GEVO, another one, sustainable energy, manure, and then also some ethanol pipeline things. But GEVO for sure. GEVO's year's high from a year ago goes up to 3. So we'll see, but I'm sure GEVO will go back down. And when they do go back down, I'm buying more because I knew GEVO, Plug Power, these clean energies, people, they're slow roads, but they do it eventually. I knew. I think they will. We'll see. Humacyte, same.